So the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists wanted me out of the Republican Party, and guess what? I'm out. This is Can't Cancel Rob Smith.
You want to know what the irony is before I even really get into this commentary? I literally did a live stream with a collab with Kid Gravity. We was talking about Candace Owens, and in that live stream, you can listen to and go back and check the playback. I literally said that November the 5th is coming very soon and early for people before November 5th even gets here. For some, November 5th could be any day now. And who would have thought hours later on the same day that we did that live stream, I would come across this clip right here. So in case y'all don't know who this is Rob Smith. He is another one of those grifting individuals who at this point now was a part of the Republican Party, or I guess he engulfed himself into MAGAville. What did I say in one of my other videos when they was talking about Matt Gaetz was trying to diversify MAGAville? I said MAGAville has established itself as a PC only club. The GOP gutted its minority outreach program and barely mentioned black people on the Daily Beast article that I read when they were discussing them. They only mentioned them like 2 times, and the 2 times that they mentioned them, they made sure to mix them in with every other group. They didn't mention them by themselves like they did with the South of the Barbarians. And now here you have him about to, I guess, create this new grift where now he's no longer a Republican or a conservative because he's been ousted by them based on what happened to him when he went to that event. I think it was some kind of Charlie Kirk event out in Arizona, wherever he was. Y'all probably saw the video. I didn't get a chance to talk about it because that could have been another Triple P, but that was a missed opportunity. But I wasn't about to miss this one, where he pretty much got pushed out of that event. And where's the first place that he run to? He ran to CNN. That would be considered the ops. It was at that moment where he got the, I guess you could say, the prelude to this wake-up call, because now he's just dropped and ditched the party altogether and said now he's going to become an independent. So now he's taken his grift from where he was at to another place. I guess now he feels that no one's going to catch on to his grift here. And the crazy part about it is he's calling himself Can't Cancel Rob Smith, or I'm guessing that's the name of his YouTube channel or whatever the case may be. Well, here's the thing, Rob Smith. First off, no one really knew or cared about you enough to cancel you, number one. And as far as canceling you goes, if you feel that you weren't canceled, and you actually were, because you literally got pushed out of one arena and you have literally shifted yourself into another one, and you probably are doing this. I don't know if this is to get back at them. He probably most likely has no idea what he's going to be doing while he's over on the quote-unquote independent side of things. I've already told people why I'm now a registered independent, and it has nothing to do with whatever it is he has going on with the Republican Party. I said neither side is doing anything for me. This is just me, in a way, boycotting both parties because they ain't doing a damn thing for black people. Rob Smith, on the other hand, is so off code. He's another of those other people who always keep saying things along the lines of, oh, black people don't deserve reparations. I don't know where his family is from as far as lineage is concerned, but if he is, quote unquote, if he is FBA, then he's definitely a traitor. I don't know what his paperwork looks like, but either way, one thing we know for certain is that he is for damn sure a traitor, no matter what his lineage is. Now, I would post some of the comments that people were leaving, because, man, oh my God, y'all should have seen some of the comments that people left about him. I've seen PC literally call him all types of slurs, because in case y'all are unaware, Rob Smith is also in the academy, and to my knowledge, his partner is indeed a PC man, or was. They have literally called him out or said slurs about him with his sexuality, And of course, they've called him the N-word. I even saw one comment where someone called him a gay N-word, literally with the ER in the comment section. I can't post it on here, but it's quite a bit. Whether it's in the thread itself where he posted the video that y'all saw before the intro kicked in, or in the quoted post when people were responding to him. Now, I did quote something, and I basically said November 5th came early for this guy. Now, the black people that really quoted him or was cracking on him, all we did was saying, well, it's your wake-up call. It is what it is. We were tame compared to what white people were saying. And these are the same white people who asked he was trying to kiss or he was trying to be around. That just shows you, to the black conservatives out there, if you make one wrong move, and the thing is, he didn't even really make a wrong move per se with them, but he definitely made a lot of wrong moves with us. They will chew you up and spit you out, and there will be no leftovers, no bone, nothing. And that's what I keep telling people. When they get their wake-up call, it's going to come from the people who ask they kiss all the time. But there's a lot of people over there who feel like they are the magical Negro, and I'm sure Rob Smith felt the same exact way, who are getting their wake-up calls left and right. We are only on March 17th, because that's when I'm recording this. November 5th is months away. That's all the way in the fourth quarter. We are approaching quarter 2. And people are getting their wake-up calls left and right like it's nothing. We are only a little over halfway through the month of March, and people are already starting to feel the burn. Now, I wonder how long his grift is going to last. I'm just curious. I'm very curious. How long does Rob Smith think his grift is going to last before it's completely dried up? I mean, the grift carried him as long as it could when he was on that particular side. I wonder how long he's going to be over here. And it makes you wonder, because the thing is, if you are an independent now, like he claims to be, he cannot have the same rhetoric in the independent party that he did with the Republicans. That's night and day. It's two different groups. So now he's going to have to completely switch up his lingo. He probably talked to a couple of people who were willing to want to engage in conversation with him on what to say. Because I'm telling you, the independent party is not a party of popularity. It's really not. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. So I don't know what his goal is going to be. I guess he's going to find some way in order to, pay the bills or pay for some expenses or whatever the case may be. But his grift, I have a feeling, isn't even going to last that long. If I had to guess, his grift will be done before November 5th. That's my guess. I was so engaged in the conversation, I forgot to read what his post actually said, because I thought that was very interesting too. He says, the neo-Nazis wanted me out of the Republican Party. Guess what? I'm gone, and being independent of all the BS feels so good. My voice, real talk, no bullshit. And I think he actually said it in the video itself, but it is what it is. Dude, no one cares. And the thing is, he's making it seem like he's more important than what he actually is. Nobody cares. I think I've only done one video before on Rob Smith, and I can't even remember what that was about, but I do know for sure I'm going to remember this one. If I never speak on Rob Smith again, which something tells me I probably will when he gets another wake-up call, because he will get one, it's going to be in this same exact format. Now, one last thing I wanted to talk about before we close this thing out is his bio. Now, this is a screenshot right here of his bio on X. He says, political mulatto, loved by some, hated by some, watched and discussed by all podcasts. Again, this is another instance of him feeling more important than he actually is. But I want to focus on that political mulatto part. What the hell does that even mean? Does that mean that you're admitting that you grift? Because the definition of a mulatto is someone who is technically biracial or mixed. He calls himself a political mulatto. So does that mean that sometimes you're a conservative, sometimes you're not? Now you're an independent, but you're no longer a conservative. You're not a Democrat, but you might have been because you wasn't getting enough grifting coins over there. So you went to being a conservative, but now that they don't want you to be a conservative anymore, you want to go be an independent and try to see what you can get over there. Like, I've never heard that term before. Can someone please in the chat let me know? Have you ever heard the term political mulatto? Then he said, loved by some. You couldn't tell by looking at that comment section. He said, hated by some. I would say and argue hated by many, because that comment section definitely would say otherwise, that you are not loved by any and definitely hated by most. And he says watch and discussed by all he wishes. And then he says podcast, which I'm guessing is the link to his podcast. So again, this is another example of a person who thinks he's more important than what he is. And you can always tell that too, because if you ever heard this man talk, and when he engages in conversation, he always comes off in a very condescending tone. And also, one thing a lot of people don't know about Rob Smith is that this dude used to be in the military. Now, it's funny because these are people who had all this dark and negative stuff to say about him after what happened, calling him, bashing him because of his sexuality, being racist to him, calling him the N-word and whatnot. Not one time did anyone say thank you for your service. Not one time. Again, these patriots are something else, especially when it comes to military personnel who are black, whether they are active or not active. So, yeah, they just showed right there, Rob Smith, how much contempt they have for you. They have no love for this guy. He has to know that. But I think he does know that, but he's trying his best to hide the fact that that's what it is. But hey, it's his life at the end of the day. Who gives a damn? I sure as hell don't. And based on the comments that I've read, neither do they.